Well, whether you want to go out on the town or watch a movie at home, Michael's got us covered with two new flicks. We have Downton Abbey, A New Era, and A Senior Year. All right, so let's go with Downton Abbey first, right?
The new Downton Abbey at theaters today. This is originally was based on a TV series that started 12 years ago. This is now a second movie. This movie picks up just a few months after the last movie starts. There are actually two storylines. There's one storyline at Downton Abbey. A movie company wants to produce a film at Downton Abbey, like sort of a costume drama, and the Crowleys, the owners of the estate, decide to allow them to film the movie there because they need the money for a new roof. So there's one storyline with actors and directors and people invading Downton Abbey, and the other storyline is the Lady Dowager Countess, Lady Dowager, inherits a villa in the south of France. Because what happened, apparently, 60 years prior, she had a one-week maybe romantic interlude, as it were, with a man who actually left her this massive villa.
She does have a kind of a painted past, doesn't she?
Yes. And so the other part of the family decides to go to the south of France to see this gorgeous villa and find out the story of why did this man 60 years later, after only 1 week, leave her this house. So you have these two storylines that are going, and they both work very well. I am a big fan of Downton Abbey.
You should be.
As one should be. I've seen every episode. I think maybe some of them twice.
Yeah.
This is the kind of film you could watch it if you've never seen anything prior.
Oh, okay.
But it's not anywhere near enjoyable because you don't know all the storylines and a lot of the history. But this is made really for the Downton Abbey fans because everything, the costumes, the art, the interior design.
What year are we in the 30s here?
We are
late 20s.
Late 1920s. So
okay.
I just love this series. I love the film, which is why I give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Yes.
All right. And I'm a Downton Abbey fan, and I'm sad to admit that I haven't even seen the first movie.
Go see the first one, then you can enjoy the second one.
If it didn't come on Channel 2, I didn't see it.
Well, speaking of coming on TV, let's talk about Senior Year. This is a new movie on Netflix. Rebel Wilson, stars Rebel Wilson. The story is a young woman played by Gloria Rice. It's 2002. She's 17 years old, incredibly popular cheerleader, very vain, very just kind of clueless. Has an accident there, you see, and she's in a coma for 20 years.
No
Wakes up, and then there she is as Rebel Wilson, but still with the mind of a 17-year-old, not realizing what happened. So this Rebel Wilson character just wants to be, like a lot of teenagers do, just wants to be popular. So she decides to go back to finish up her senior year in high school and still try to play the popularity game. But of course, the world is a lot different from 2002 to 2022. Things that were cool 20 years ago are not. The whole culture has changed with millennials and whatever the younger generation is. And while Rebel Wilson has to kind of navigate all of these worlds. I like Rebel Wilson. I think she's a funny comedic actor, but this movie just really did not serve her well. There are a few laughs and a few funny commentaries on differences between millennials and Generation Z and some of those kind of conflicts and different ways of viewing things, but it just didn't quite meet the premise. It didn't quite meet its promise of what this film could be, and it just kind of at times just delved into silly stereotypes with nothing particularly interesting to say. So I'm not particularly crazy about this movie. It's not a horrible movie. It's not like I'm saying don't ever see this film, but it just didn't do much for me. I thought some of the actors in there could have been given more to do there. You saw Sam Richardson as the grown-up version of her friend from high school. I really like him as an actor. Does a fine job. So this movie, it's okay.
But it's not a 3 or 4.
It's not a 3 or 4. I give this a 6 out of 10. It's just sort of
still sound reluctant at the 6.
Yeah, but there were some laugh. If you made me laugh a few times, that gives you
over 5.
It gives you over 5. So there were a few laughs, but all in all, 6 out of 10.
All right. I got to see Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
Got to catch up. All right. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.
All right, Rance, what you got?